Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين. Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers here and those who are in Zoom. How are you doing? Great. So before we start our topic, it's about Tawheed and God's attributes. I would like to talk about, speak a little bit about Laylatul Qadr, because now is the second day of Laylatul Qadr. So you might have why we pray in Laylatul Qadr, why we do care about it, why do we value Laylatul Qadr? Because in Quran we read Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Firstly, the Quran came in Laylatul Qadr. It shows how Laylatul Qadr is important. And Laylatul Qadr is in Ramadan. We said Ramadan is important. Firstly, Laylatul Qadr is important inside the important month. And Quran came into that day. So it shows how Laylatul Qadr is important. That God sent the Quran, God valued that, God put that Laylatul Qadr in Ramadan. People should fast, should pray to understand and know what is Laylatul Qadr. The second part of the Laylatul Qadr, what is important, shows the importance of Laylatul Qadr. Says Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alf shahr. If you just calculate 1,000 and you see that 1,000 months will be 83 years, 83 years and a half, something like that. So it says khayrun min alf shahr, means better than 100,000, 1,000 months. It will be, means like better than 83 years. If you round it, we'll say like 84, because it's 83 and a half. So it's better than 84 years. 90 years, who knows? 100 years, who knows? It says better than 84 years. So it might be 100, it might be even 1,000 years. It says better than that. So we know it's more important than 1,000 months of praying. You pray in 1,000 months will be the same as you pray in one day. You read one Quran will be same as you do it in 1,000 months, more than 84 years. How long are we going to live? How long are we going to stay alive? Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll die. Maybe if I go out of this, maybe right I'm speaking, I will die. Nobody knows except the God. So do not miss the Laylatul Qadr, but we don't know when is the Laylatul Qadr, so we have 3 days. And each 3 days is important to pray. It might be one of them. And praying inside that is valuable for human being. So we say in أنزلناه في ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. This ayah after that it shows one other thing. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. تنزل, it's in Arabic. If you know a bit about Arabic, it's for now and continuously. So it's for now, it means it didn't speak about God. God said, "Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr," speaking like I sent the Quran. But it said tanazzalul. It speaks about now and about the continually. So when you want to know, means even right now the ruh will come down. Some people say the ruh is the Jibreel. Some people of ulama, they said it's not the Jibreel. Ruh is above and beyond the Jibreel. It's some malaik, it's a malak, or is a something, beyond the Jibreel. It's the greatest one in the world, the ruh. So the ruh will come down in the Laylatul Qadr. This shows the importance. They will send it to someone. When the Prophet was on earth and he was alive, the ruh would come to him to give the Quran, to give the everything about the human beings, and it is continuous. So it's continuing. Yeah, every year on the Laylatul Qadr, the ruh will come down. And who's that person will get that? We say Imam al-Zaman, Imam Mahdi. Will get the ruh will come to him and will send the Quran about what the human have done till now and what God has planned for the next year and everything about it. Yearly, yeah, every year. So this is the importance of Laylatul Qadr. Every year happens. So what we should do? Some people say, do not sleep and stay awake until the morning, not until only the prayer time. Until the Tulu al-Fajr, stay awake and pray. One of the things is to better to do, and we're going to finish the class earlier than sooner than before, because a few minutes, not too much. Yeah, because for today is better to have the ghusl before the praying. So it's better to be the ghurub time. For example, right now, a few minutes later, 30 minutes later, or 40 minutes later, to have the ghusl before the praying. So we have downstairs a shower, so you can do it. It doesn't need to be like 30 minutes or 5. You can do the ghusl in 1 minute. It doesn't take time. And I'm sure the weather is hot enough to dry yourself. So don't be worried about anything. So just the ghusl is more important than anything because it's only 1 day. If you miss it, you have to wait until the next year. So the ghusl firstly before the prayer time. And after that, the praying. And another prayer that we have for tonight is 2 rak'at. In each rakat 1 Suratul Fatiha and 7 Suratul Ikhlas. And after praying 70 times of saying Astaghfirullah wa atubu alayh. It doesn't have any Rabbi. It's Astaghfirullah wa atubu alayh 70 times. So this is another one. Another thing is reading the Suratul Inna Anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr, and it starts from 100. The best one is 1,000. But everyone said do the 101. It's possible. So do it 100%. Another thing is Allahumma lan qatalata amir al-mu'minin 100 times for tonight. Another thing is 100 or 1,000 la ilaha illallah for tonight. And 100 salawat ala nabiyyina wa alih. Is another thing. Another one is Joshan Kabir, that everyone read it. So we have a riwayat that says if someone read 3 times Joshan al-Kabir, the nar will be haram for him. So he won't go to the hell. 3 times of Joshan Kabir means we do it like the 2 days before, tonight, and next 2 days. We're going to do it. Another thing. Another one is to pray and read the Quran, the other surah. And one another thing is, I heard it from one of ulama, and he said there is something specific inside it, and you should do it and pray for me. He said it. Do not forgive me if you pray that and you did that. And you are same if you did it. So yeah, you do it for me, not for him. Okay, so just kidding. It's you pray 2 rak'ah, and after that, you don't need it. It's not necessary. You can do it even after your Salatul Isha. It's possible. It doesn't. But the important thing is you should read Suratul Waqa, and after that, when you finished it 7 times, you say, Ya Allah. Then you ask for what you want from Allah. This is one of the greatest things. So don't forget about tonight, because it says valuable, and it's more valuable than 1,000 months. 1,000 months. Nobody knows how long they're going to live. Like someone is, I don't know, even 20 years old, means 1,000 months means 84, means 100 years. Do we have that time to live? Who knows? Usually impossible. The greatest people who lived a long time on the earth, they just lived for 120 or less. Usually people die around like 60 or 70. How old are we? In one night, we can achieve that people can achieve in more than 84 years. So do not miss it, do not do anything, do not waste it with nonsense speech, do not waste it with doing nothing, or just waste it with working with your phone, or I don't know, sleeping. Just do the Quran and the azkar, the praying, everything that you can do, and stay awake till the morning. So don't forget me in your prayers. So the best thing now is, and the best thing to do in Laylatul Qadr, and it's really, really in ahadith came and they just insist to do it, is tafakkur. Means think. Think of what? Think of the God. How he is powerful, how he is merciful, how is he capable of doing everything, why we are created, like how this world is created. If you think about it, you'll find human, how we are, like our height, like we are like 100, I don't know, 70, 80, 90, 2 meters even. If you think, then you'll see we are smaller than a house. House is smaller than a mansion. A mansion is smaller than like the neighborhoods. And neighborhood is smaller than a city. City is smaller than a country. Country is smaller than continent. Continent is smaller than, according to, compared to the Earth. Earth is smaller than the other planets. The other planet is smaller according to the galaxies. The all galaxies are nothing, just like a dot, even smaller than that. So then you will find out that how you are weak and you have nothing. When Imam Ali was on the bed after the Zarbat, he told his son Imam Hassan that I'm the person who got the Khaybar door. And look at me now, I can't even hold my hand. I'm that person. But this is the human being, how we are weak. Even the greatest people will become weak one day. With a fly, with a mosquito, that the Pharaoh happened for Pharaoh. Sometimes with a sickness. I had a stomach ache and I just couldn't eat or do anything for around 3 weeks. Like, this shows the weakness of humans. So don't miss the Laylatul Qadr and don't waste it, and do not exchange it with anything else. The Quran, praying, the Azkar, especially what I mentioned. There are other things to do as well, but the most important of the distant things that I mentioned. So I think it's enough to talk about the Laylatul Qadr. We'll talk about it more in the next Laylatul Qadr also. You have to speak. Okay. We were at God's attributes and the Tawheed, and what we want to know is what God, we mentioned that God's attributes is the God. It's nothing extra, it's nothing added to the God. So it's made the God. So when we say Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahim is nothing that he achieved it, or he has it something else or extra or added to him. It's him, himself. It's nothing extra. The another thing is Al-Jabbar. Linguistically, Al-Jabbar is derived from Jabr, the opposite of breaking. It suggests that forceful mending of something broken, fractured, shattered, crushed, and anything else. It is also said that the adjective Jabbar means great, huge, inaccessible. These are the meaning of Jabbar. Linguistics say that Al-Jabbar is the most great. It is a superlative adjective derived from Jabr. He is the one who not only mends what is broken, but also enriches the one who is incapacitated by poverty and want. So some people might know the jabr means forced. Like you have nothing to do, you have no choice. I force you to do something. This is one of the meaning. One another meaning for al-jabbar is someone who's great, who has the power. Who has the power to make the force. So I don't have that power because someone has more power than me, like for example, my father, or maybe you or someone else. I'm not the one, but I have that jabr, I have that power to a kid, for example, to a small animals. So it becomes that a person or someone who has the power to force something. For example, what is it? Like we just look at the Quran, هو الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك and الجبار المتكبر. Another ayah والأرض وزاها للأنام. Why I brought this ayah? Because God said I created for human beings. And no one has a choice. So you are inside it. Did you have any choice to become in this world? No, you just came. Did you have the choice to make the continents? No, it's just created. What else can you do? Like, can you just separate it? No. Can you stop earthquake? No. Can you stop the raining? Nothing can we do. So this world is made and we have no choice to live inside it. We didn't choose and we can't change it. So this shows that Jabbar means who has the power to do it, not the humans. The only person who has that power is the God, is the Allah, who has the power to make the world, make the earth, make the other galaxies, and no one can do anything. Did we choose to have the sun? No, we didn't choose it. It's over there and it's shining. Can we change the day and night? No. If the group came, everything is going to be in darkness. So we have no power and we have no choice. Did I choose to become like Persian? No. Did you choose to become Indonesian? No. Did someone choose to become African? No. Nobody chosen. Nobody has chosen to become someone who he is or she is already. So no power. This shows the Al-Jabbar, who can force many times and no one can stop him. Make, create, force. This is the power of the God. One of the God's attributes. Another one is Al-Mutakabbir. Understanding al-mutakabbir requires a good deal of reasoning and insight. It is root word kibriya, means greatness and sovereignty, and incorporate the meaning of the perfection of one's self and existence. Nobody can be described as such except Allah. Greatness, as far as Allah Almighty is concerned, is the loftiness of statue that it says, Huwa Allahu allazi la ilaha illa hu, until al-mutakabbir. But is it a good attribute or is it bad? Al-mutakabbir came like from arrogance, someone who has the pride, who is proud too much. In one of the ayah we hear and we read, فَادْخُلُوا أَبْوَابَ جَهَنَّمَ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا فَلَبِئْسَ مَثْوَى الْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. It says, I'll send the mutakabbirin to the hell. This is for them, for those who have that arrogance, those who have that pride, those who are so much proud of themselves. So these attributes in Quran, you'll find it a bit like negative attribute. So how we say something negative is for God. All the God attributes is positive. Like Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Al-Aziz, Al-Malik. All of it is positive. But how about Al-Mutakabbir? If you read all the riwayats, if you read all the ayats, Al-Mutakabbir will go sent to the hell. It's a very bad attribute. We do not have a pattern of attributes people. Do not follow them. So why we say God is Al-Mutakabbir? And why he express himself, he like tell the other people that I'm Al-Mutakabbir. Why? Do you have any answer for that? He has that, that's true. But does it make it to have a negative attribute? He's beyond everything, that's true. He's capable of everything, that's true. He has everything in his power, that's true, all true. But is it true to have a negative attribute? I'm not saying it's a negative. Quran says it's negative. Riwayat says it's negative. So is it correct for God? God said, I'm mutakabbir. So is it correct for him? Or did he do something bad to say? Or so why he is mutakabbir? Do you have any answer for that? Anyone? That's all true. He has the power. Why you should call him a mutakabbir? One thing that people say, the answer to that is al-kibr is for someone who has something. Human has nothing. God has the power, is beyond everything. But the al-mutakabbir attribute is negative. Negative for who? For human being. Not for God. Al-mutakabbir is negative even for the prophets. Even for Ahlul Bayt. Even for all the prophets. Because they are weak. They are limited. Kibr for what? Kibr means I'm proud. I'm proud. Proud of what? Proud of having this. He can get it from me. And this is nothing, actually. Yeah, this is nothing. He can get it from me. I'm proud of being rich. Someone can steal my money. I'm proud of being healthy. I don't know, COVID-19 can kill me. So I cannot have that takabbur. I cannot have that attribute because I have nothing. I do not have anything. I'm not capable of anything. So the negative attribute will be for only human beings. For animals, it's negative. It's inside them, but I just want to say it's for the creature. For the malaika. Takabbur is only good for the God. So it becomes positive. According to Imam Ali Reza, Imam Ali says, Al-Takabbur is only suitable for the God, not for human or any other creature, because they have nothing to offer. I have nothing. When I was born, I needed my mother to feed me. I couldn't do it by myself. I needed someone to clean me. I couldn't do it by myself. Even right now, even if I become sick, I need a doctor. I need a house. I need a, I don't know, engineer. I need to travel. I need an aeroplane. I need to go somewhere. I need a car. I need a taxi. I need a bus to pay me. I need a God like police or army to protect me. I need a clothes to cover me. It's hot, I need AC to make it cold, to me to not die in hot. Or if I'm living in a cold place like a Sibri in like Russia, the north of Russia, I need something to heat me. Like I need more clothes, I need something like fire. So I'm capable of nothing. I cannot survive without help, without assistance. So Al-Mutakabbir is only suitable, according to Imam Ali Riwayat, is only for God. And it's positive when it's for the God. It's negative when it's for someone else. Because one day I'm sitting in here on this chair, tomorrow someone else will sit. I cannot be proud of being sitting on here. You are president of, for example, in the United States, you're so proud of it. But today you are the president, before in the past was someone else, and in the future will be someone else. It's not you forever. Everyone dies. So when everyone dies, means you have nothing to be proud of. So Al-Mutakabbir is a negative attribute for humans or for all the creature. If you show your takabbur, you're arrogant, you're proud, even if you are an angel, God will send you to the hell for what you are proud of, for what you have. Calm down, you're nobody. I made you, I created you from nothing. This is the God. First, when we are born, we need someone to protect us, to keep us alive, to feed us, to clean us, for anything that we want. And the only thing that we can do is crying. And when we become an old person, we are grown, we are adults, still we need assistance. We need to help. To get help, we need someone to help us. Like I need a bread, I need a bakery, I need the food, I need to buy the rice. I can do all the things by myself, so I need assistance. So if you want to say 3 times we have in our life, one is our born, we have nothing to do and someone should do it for us. When we become adults, we can do something. What we need assistance. For example, we're paying to other people to do something for us. And when we become the old person, we can't do it anymore with ourselves. We need again someone to take care of us. Maybe you'll see the old people, they usually need to rest more, they sleep more. Even sometimes they cannot go to bathroom by themselves. They can't go to the toilet by themselves. They need someone to help them. 3 times 2 part of it is capable of nothing. 1 part of it, you are capable, but you need help. So al-mutakabbir is negative for human being and it's positive for the creator. Another attribute of the God is al-khaliq. Al-khaliq is derived from khaliq, creating. Allah, al-khaliq, the creator, is the one who brings things into existence after their non-existence. There was nothing and he ordered to become something, who invents and innovates without prior model. I want to draw something, I need a model. For example, I'll see this and I draw it. Always humans need a model to do something, to create something, to make something for themselves. But God didn't have any model. And he created from nothing. The next attribute will be about that. Created from nothing. This is very important to say. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. He is the creator. يا أيها الناس اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم هل من خالق غير الله هل من خالق غير الله يرزقكم من السماء والأرض لا إله إلا هو فأني تؤفكون. The only creator is me. أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم. Is there anyone who can create the skies, the earth, the other galaxies, the planets? Only Allah. We are capable of maybe making a car, nothing more than that. Maybe a rocket, but not more than that. Even those rockets, even those all have expired time, but not for the galaxy unless God ordered them to die, to destroy it. So he's the Khaliq. We talk about the Khaliq many times, so doesn't need to wait on this. So we go for another one is Al-Bari'. There are 2 meanings are said for Al-Bari'. One who creates something out of nothing. Khaliq means the creator. Bari' means the person who creates from nothing. Why we say God is created from nothing? Because of Al-Bari', which was never there before. And the other meaning is conveys the cutting of or serving of something, means making a shape for something, like twig or making shape for pencil. You're giving a shape for that. God is the Al-Bari', who gives the shape to the creature. There's nothing without a shape. If it's like a square, or is it like any other shapes, even our shapes, it's made by the God. So Al-Bari' has 2 meanings. One is means the Al-Khaliq came from nothing. God is the creator, how he created and what we have without nothing. That we have a ayah that says, إِذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِشَيْءٍ أَنْ يَقُولَ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. If he wants, he will get it, he will do it. What he desires will be done. So Al-Bari' has one, the meaning was creating from nothing, and one another was making the shapes, giving the shapes to the creature. هو الله الخالق البارئ, and exaggerate. So another thing is al-musawwir. Al-musawwir means the one who fashions. who gives something its distinctive form and shape. The person who creates our face, not only just making something to be visible, to be understandable, to be make a differences within them. So we say Allahu alladhi ja'ala lakum al-arza qarara was-samaa bana'an was-suwarakum, who's created, who make it, and who gave it to you, your surat. What do you have? Like, for example, my face, my body, my skin. فأحسن صوركم ورزقكم من الطيبات ذلكم الله ربكم فتبارك الله رب العالمين. So another one is on musawwir. We go for the last one for today, is al-Ghaffar. Is one of Allah attributes derived from Ghufr and al-Ghufran. Why we say Ghaffar? Al-Ghafir means someone who forgive. So the God, if God says I'm Al-Ghafir, means one time he will forgive you. Al-Ghaffar means he will just forgive times by times. It won't stop. It happens a lot. So both nouns which convey the meaning of willing, heeding, and concealing Allah forgiveness by granting his favor and mercy. It says, وَإِنِّي لَغَفَّارٌ لَمَنْ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا ثُمَّ اهْتَدَيَ. So it says Al-Ghaffar, one of the meaning that we needed in Laylatul Qadr. So Ghafir, as I mentioned right now, means just one time. I'm Ghafir. If you make a mistake, I'll forgive you. Second time, why should I forgive you? This is the meaning of the Ghafir. So if he done it for one time, he will achieve the attributes of Al-Ghafir. But if he do it for times by times over time, like day by day, minutes by minutes, it will become Ghaffar. So Al-Ghaffar means if you have done something wrongly, if you've done a mistake, if you are wrong, if you're looking for God's forgiveness, ask for him. I did it for twice, ask for him. I did 100 times, do the Tawbah. He's the Ghaffar, that's why he said it. He has many meaning attributes for himself as a forgiveness. If you just look in English, you'll just find out forgiveness and mercy. But if you look in Arabic and God's mercy, you'll find Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Ra'uf, Al-Ghafur. You'll find many meanings for being merciful. So this is the God, wants and looking for something to forgive you. One of the things that will make people to be forgiven, one of the people are going to be forgiven for that is Laylatul Qadr. For example, you have done many mistakes, you have committed many sins, but for praying in one Laylatul Qadr, God said, okay, I'll forgive you. One praying, one ayah, one surah, one la ilaha illallah, one salawat, God will forgive you. Because it's more valuable and it's better than 84 years. It's better than 1,000 months. Means even better than 100 years? Yes. Better than 1,000 years? It might be. So this is one of the God's attribute. غافر الذنب وقابل التوب شديد العقاب ذو الطول لا إله إلا الله هو إليه المصير. So we find out the غافر الذنب, who forgive the sins. So Al-Ghafir, Al-Khaliq, Al-Musawwir, Al-Bari, these are all for God. You cannot give it to other people. So when you want to say like, he is going to forgive me, is only the God who can forgive you. because he is the capable of everything. He has the power. He owns everything. Someone who is a creator, al-Khaliq, is only for the God. No one else can be the Khaliq. If you say someone else is Khaliq, I'm not saying something between the people, meaning a maker, because sometimes for example, artists, they say he's Khaliq all this, for example, art. Doesn't mean it's maker. But what we mean by the Khaliq is the meaning of the creator. If you make it for someone, if you say that person or that people are creator, the actual creator, you are committed the shirk. That's the kufr. So no one else can be the creator. Not the prophet, not me, not anyone else. The only person, the only one who can be the creator is only Allah. The only person can be Al-Ghaffar is the God. The only person can be Al-Musawwir is the God. The only person can be Al-Bari is the God. Unless you say for the forgiveness, for example, you are father and you have a son. Someone has done wrong to you and he asks for your forgiveness and you will say no. Your son came to you and say, Father, please forgive him. Because of that son, you will forgive him, that person. It doesn't mean that person has the power of forgiveness. It means that person is valuable for you, that can have that power to make you to forgive him. This is the giving the power. For example, I'm doing something, I'll tell you to continue that and take care of it. It means that I'm the boss, I'm the chef, I'm the person who's doing this, I'm the maker, I'm who has the idea. But I'll give that power to you. It means you have the power from me, not from yourself. I'll give you money and I'll tell you, give it to other people, the poor people. You're helping the people. For example, you're rizqing them. You're giving the rizq, the money to them. They can feed themselves. But where did you get it? From me. Where did I get it? For example, from my boss. Where did my boss get it from? For example, the Allah. It goes to the Allah. So it's the power is given. It's not at the beginning for you. So this is what God gave you. So what we want to say is, so nobody can be Al-Khaliq, nobody can be Al-Ghaffar, but God can give someone the power to give that value to him, that maybe ask for forgiveness. Like Prophet Muhammad can be a person who can ask for forgiveness for the creature because he's valuable to God. You can ask for that. So I want to talk more about it, about the Ghaffar, but I think it's enough for today because it's time for your praying the Laylatul Qadr and you want maybe want to pray downstairs and you want to read Quran or I don't know, praying or do the ghusl. So I'll finish it right here. And for for the Thursday, we're going to have the Islamic lifestyle and probably going to go after the Eid al-Fitr because ISIS is closed for around 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be closed and nobody will be here. So maybe you're going to go for after the next 2 weeks. But for Thursday, we have the Islamic lifestyle. Will be our last session till after Eid al-Fitr holidays. Okay, maybe Al-Ghaffar will talk about it after our holidays. Still need to talk about it. And feel free to ask any question if you have, then we'll finish and call it a day for tonight. Any question?
Yep. Any question from Zoom and from this class?
Yeah.
Yes, some questions on the Shafa'at. Because I think it's about the power
from God giving to Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt. What's the meaning for the attributes, the sifat from Allah? I think. Safa'ah,
Shafa is the forgiveness.
forgiveness.
Yeah.
Is,
It can be Al-Ghaffar, it can
Ah,
be Ar-Rahim, it can be Ar-Rahman.
Ah.
It's the power that God gave to some people
Yeah.
because they are valuable to God, and He gave it to some people. Yeah.
Ah,
It's the forgiveness power. Because we are not it doesn't suit us, and we do not deserve the heaven. So how we get it? By the shafa'at the Prophet or his family, because they are great people to God, and they say, because of we were great to you, please forgive them and let them into the heaven. So it's all the forgiveness power. Okay, any other question?
Other question?
Fingers. Okay, so if you have a question, please let Mr. Eddie know, and maybe I'll respond to that. I'll send it to you, or maybe for the next session. Thank you very much. I'll just want to finish it here because it's Laylatul Qadr, and I want you to pray, have more time for the course, or praying, for reading Quran or anything else, and do not waste it for other things. Thank you very much for coming and joining the class, and I hope you're going to have a good night for the day, and don't forget me your prayers, and may God accept all your fasting till the end of Ramadan. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, our friends, see you next time.